Fascinating animal adaptations that will blow your mind. Animals have evolved over time to survive in a large variety of habitats, some in similar ways to one another, and other in totally bizarre ways. All are effective though, as otherwise the animal would have died out by now. So let's look at some of these fascinating adaptations and how they enable the animal in question to thrive. Research in this video showed just how amazing the animal world is. There are so many awe-inspiring adaptations that it was actually quite hard to choose which ones to share. So in the end, these are the 8 that I chose. Number 1. Remarkably, some species can regenerate lost body parts. The axolotl is an aquatic salamander with external gills. It originates from the system of interconnected wetlands and lakes in the Mexican highlands. It has an extraordinary ability to regenerate lost tails and limbs. More vital structures, such as the tissues of the eye and heart, can also be regrown. An axolotl can even restore parts of its central nervous system, such as less vital parts of the brain. Astoundingly, an axolotl can also readily accept transplants from other individuals, including eyes and parts of the brain. It has no issues restoring these organs to full functionality within its own body. This ability is so amazing that scientists have been studying it for some time, hoping to understand how on earth they do it. Many questions still remain though. Axolotl wounds do not form a scar. Instead, an epidermis or outer layer of skin forms over the wound, protecting it. This then develops into a blastema, which is a mass of cells capable of growth and regeneration. It is from these cells that the new body part is grown. This ability to regenerate body parts declines with age, but does not disappear. Starfish can also regrow entire limbs, which is just as well, as they can shed arms as a means of defense. They also use this ability for asexual reproduction. They do this either by fission of their central discs into 2 individuals, or by autotomy, self-amputation of 1 or more of their arms. For self-amputation, they then regenerate an entire individual from 1 arm. The loss of body parts is achieved by the rapid softening of a special type of connective tissue in response to nervous signals. This type of connective tissue is called catch connective tissue. And number 2, the hero or armoured shrew is native to the Congo Basin in Africa. It has corrugated interlocking vertebrae in its spine. This specially adapted spine allows it to carry large weights on its back, reportedly up to 72 kilograms. This is about 1,000 times the animal's body weight. The spine is convex above the shoulders and has 11 lumbar vertebrae instead of the typical 5 for mammals. The spine counts for 4% of the animal's body weight in comparison to the roughly 1.5% for most small mammals. The shrew's spinal muscles are also enlarged. Amazingly, the spine can also bend in such a way as to allow the shrew to turn 180 degrees in a burrow only slightly wider than itself. Scientists speculate that the shrews use their exceptional spine to lever logs and dead palm leaves. This allows them to access invertebrate prey such as earthworms. And number 3, a semi-aquatic lizard has found a way to spend 16 minutes underwater. The water anole is native to southwestern Costa Rica and far southwestern Panama. It forms an air bubble over its snout, which allows it to rebreathe and stay underwater for extended periods. The water anole is terrestrial. It spends most of its time on the ground, or climbing rocks and large boulders. However, it feeds mainly on prey that occur in water, so it uses its ability to dive to catch its prey. The water anole is also a slow runner, so when threatened, they will jump from trees or rocks into the water to escape predators. To form an air bubble over its snout, the lizard will exhale when it's submerged. It then rebreathes using the bubble until the oxygen reaches levels too low for it to continue. This forces the lizard to resurface. And number 4, cuttlefish are extraordinary and have many unusual adaptations. Firstly, an internal porous shell, the cuttlebone, has chambers that allow it to control its buoyancy. Then, it also has sophisticated eyes capable of perceiving the polarization of light and judging distance. 2 spots of sensor cells on the retina, called foveae, allow one to look forward and one to look backward. Thirdly, a cuttlefish releases ink when attacked to create a smokescreen to hide the cuttlefish's escape, or to act as a similarly sized decoy while the cuttlefish swims away. Fourthly, cuttlefish also produce venom. They excrete it through their beak to help kill their prey. Their most extraordinary ability, though, is that of blending into their surroundings, so they are often referred to as the chameleons of the sea. Cuttlefish change colour and pattern and the shape of the skin. This is done to communicate to other cuttlefish, to camouflage themselves, and as a diamatic display. A diamatic display is a startle display, to scare off or momentarily distract a predator. This gives the cuttlefish time to escape. Cuttlefish display 12 to 14 different patterns. This colour-changing ability is due to different layers of cells. They are arranged from the skin surface going deeper as pigmented chromatophores, above a layer of reflective iridophores, which produce iridescent colors with a metallic sheen, and then below them the leucophores. The leucophores assist in camouflage by providing light areas when matching backgrounds. These cells work in mesmerizing combinations to create the dazzling displays or excellent camouflage we have come to know the cuttlefish for. And number 5, did you know that there are animals that can run on water? The common basilisk is a species of lizard endemic to Central America and South America. The basilisk is found near rivers and streams and rainforests, from sea level up to 1,200 meters or 3,900 feet. It is an excellent climber and swimmer and has been known to stay underwater for up to half an hour. The basilisk is best known, though, for its ability to run on water. The lizard runs on its hind legs in an upright position with its forelegs at its side. Its feet are large and equipped with flaps of skin around the toes. These flaps increase the surface area of the foot and catch tiny air bubbles. When moving quickly, the lizard can cross the surface of water before sinking. On water, it runs at an average speed of 24 kilometers per hour or 15 miles per hour, just slightly slower than the speed on land. Younger basilisks can run 10 to 20 meters or 33 to 66 feet on water. Adults cross only a few meters before sinking due to their extra body weight. The basilisk is an omnivore, eating mainly insects, flowers and small vertebrates. It spends most of its time on land. To avoid predators, it conceals itself under leaves on the forest floor and remains motionless until the danger has passed. When the common basilisk must flee, though, it runs on the water until sinking and then uses its strong swimming capabilities to continue underwater. And number 6. As tough as nails with a tenacious and fearless reputation, the honey badger or rattle is one tough customer. It is found across Africa, Southwest Asia and India. It is primarily a carnivorous animal with few natural predators because of its thick skin, strength and ferocious attitude. Bee stings, porcupine quills and animal bites rarely penetrate their skin. They have been known to sleep off venomous snake bites too. Honey badgers are excellent diggers, but also use the old burrows of aardvark and warthog and termite mounds. They savagely and fearlessly attack almost any other species when escape is impossible. They reportedly even repel much larger predators such as lion and hyena. In some instances, honey badgers deter large predators by unleashing a pungent yellow liquid produced by the anal gland. They accompany this with threat displays and charging, while screaming terrifyingly. They are intelligent animals. Animals in captivity have been known to work on their own or in small groups with tools to extract themselves from enclosures. And number 7. Tardigrades or water bears are microscopic wonders renowned for their fantastic survival abilities. They can survive extreme conditions that would be fatal to many other life forms. For example, desiccation. Tardigrades are able to pause their metabolism, going into a state of cryptobiosis, or as it's also known, anabiosis, to survive years without hydration. Temperature extremes. Tardigrades can withstand temperatures as low as minus 272 degrees Celsius or minus 458 degrees Fahrenheit, and as high as 149 degrees Celsius or 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Survival in space. Tardigrades have been on the International Space Station, showing they can survive microgravity and cosmic radiation. Impact tolerance. They can survive impacts of about 900 meters per second or 3,000 feet per second and momentary shock waves of up to 1.14 gigapascals or 165,000 psi. This is about 3 times the speed of a 9mm bullet and 2.5 times the pressure it exerts on a target. Surprisingly, tardigrades leverage a unique damage suppressor protein. This protects their DNA from damage. This allows them to effectively reboot after extreme dehydration or radiation exposure. They also possess a cold shock protein, helping them to recover from freezing. And number 8. Bar-headed geese breed in Central Asia, typically near mountain lakes. They migrate south to winter in South Asia, crossing directly over the top of the Himalayas. At these altitudes exceeding 27,000 feet or 8,200 meters, only a third of the oxygen is available in the air, as opposed to that available in the air at sea level. To cope with the oxygen-thin air, the geese have developed unique respiratory and metabolic adaptions. They have hemoglobin with a higher affinity for oxygen, a greater density of capillaries in the left ventricle of the heart, and extra lung sacs. They are also able to adapt to lowered body temperatures. Studies suggest too that they can slow down their metabolism to reduce oxygen demand during flight in low oxygen environments. Bar-headed geese also have a slightly larger wing area for their weight than other geese. The Himalayan crossing takes the geese around 7 hours. They typically fly at night or early morning. This is when the air is cooler and denser. It is also when the oxygen levels are at their greatest too, and somehow the geese know that. Wow, animals certainly have developed some awe-inspiring characteristics. That's it for today. Let me know in the comments which animal adaptation you thought was most amazing, or of any other that you find fascinating. And if you found this video interesting, please like and subscribe. Until next time, enjoy.